This is quite the word salad from Tim Scott on National Abortion Ban. Yes, Tim Scott is, fuck, man. Election season is upon us, and Tim Scott is running.
Would you support a federal ban on abortions?
I would simply say that the fact of the matter is when you look at the issue of abortion, one of the challenges that we have, we continue to go to the most restrictive conversations without broadening the scope and taking a look at the fact that I'm 100% pro-life. I never walk away from that. But the truth of the matter is that when you look at the issues on abortion, I start with the very important conversation I had in a banking hearing when I was sitting in my office and listening to Janet Yellen, the Secretary of the Treasury.
Man, this guy's got it, dude. He's fucking got it. He's got the it factor, dude. Love that.
Talk about increasing the labor force participation rate for African-American women who are in poverty by having abortions. I think we're just having the wrong conversation. Yes.
That's awesome.
By the way, can we get the big...
Here's Tim Scott.
We listen to you, sir. By the way, can we get the big question out of the way? You've launched the exploratory committee. Are you running?
I have been excited about my Faith in America tour. It's gone really well. That led me to the next step of the exploratory committee. I will say I have been blessed.
Wasn't Tim Scott interviewed by fucking, was it Don Lemon when he came out with his book? And Don Lemon was like, well, everybody that writes a book inevitably runs for president, right? Like, blah, blah, blah. And then, they were excited at the prospect of Tim Scott running. It's awesome. I love that.
Blessed to live the American dream, and my greatest hope is that my dream pales in comparison to the next generation's American dreams and the stories that come from another American century. That means we have a lot of work to do, and that's why I believe we must have new leadership at the top. The Biden blueprint to ruin America includes security gaps like we're talking about now, but it also includes security misses like the southern border. Too many Americans, nearly 70,000 plus, have lost their lives because of fentanyl. 4.5 million illegal crossings because we refuse to close our southern border. This is an issue top of the mind of voters all across the country that I continue to hear.
Senator, I'm sorry to cut you off there. As Bill just mentioned, we were waiting on this video. We now have it. This is the scene where the suspect was just arrested in the...
Yeah, get the fuck out of here. Yeah, he's killing it. Here is Matt Schlapp.
The other thing that's interesting is running, obviously, as a very unique person. He's a black Republican, a conservative in the United States Senate. You know, the Republican Party has honored each African-American who decided to run for president by having them lead in the polls. So don't be surprised if Tim Scott kind of pops here because he's got a good track record to run on. But
he said the Republican Party has honored each African American who's decided to run for president by having them lead in the polls. Dude, I love this. I saw this quote in transcript and I thought, I can't wait to figure out what he actually said, but he did actually say that. I don't really know what it means, but it's hilarious. Each one of you guys gets your little moment in the sun because we totally love black people, but then it's time to fall back into the shadows. The party will bring you out again. Next time it's called racist. Yep. The black Republican congressperson in this country plays one role, okay? One role only. And that is to basically get fucking trotted out to say, I know real racism. I'm black. This Republican who is being called racist right now is not racist. That is precisely why Donald Trump, who doesn't really do with any of those dog whistles, very openly had every single black person that he knows go up on CPAC and say exactly those words. What I just told you, Donald Trump, when he was president, made every black person he knows, literally, including Herschel Walker, before he even had any kind of aspirations towards running and losing a senatorial seat, straight up did that. Okay? It was so weird watching it. Like, they literally kept saying, like, Democrats are the real racists. I'm black, and I know what racism is. Donald Trump is the furthest thing from racist. He's the least racist guy in every room, including rooms that I'm in. I'm way more racist than Donald Trump, I promise you. So, that's just the truth. Okay. Sorry. If that upsets you, if you're like Hasan, you're a fucking white guy. How dare you say that about a black person? You're racist. Yeah, well, I am. Okay. Then I am. I'm a racist guy then. Okay. Yeah. But guess what? The least racist guy in every room, with the exception of the rooms that Donald Trump is in, because he's the least racist guy.